like super smoky today. It's breezy. It's like ultra hot as well. It's just roasting today. And of course, it's gonna start dropping temperature tomorrow and then just dumping snow, I guess, on Tuesday. So I don't know, should get interesting, I guess. So anyhow, I obviously am working on the Trans Am. Seemed like the secondaries weren't opening on the carburetor, so instead of messing with tuning a carburetor and stuff, what I'm doing is I'm putting on the FiTech. Screw it. Got some fuel filters. I got stuff and trying to figure stuff out and doing stuff. So trying to get the fuel system figured out for an inline pump that I've got, and not really sure where I'm gonna put it on the dang F body, but I'm gonna find a place and stick it in, I guess. So that is what I am working on today. There happens to be a piece of flexible hose, like it's down here in the middle of the car-ish, where the end of the subframe, front subframe, comes back, and then they put like maybe a 6-inch long piece of flexible hose on the hard line at the end of there where it all flexes. That way it's not breaking the hard line. And that part, because it's a return line, they never put clamps on it. So what I am going to do is I got a little bit of 5/16 fuel injection hose, and I got some fuel injection clamps. They do a full 360 degrees around. Then you need that smooth style so it doesn't dig into the hose and all that, and clamps 360 degrees around the hose for fuel injection because of high pressure. But I guess when I first pressured up the fuel system on the FiTech, I didn't have any leaks, or at least I didn't see any leaks. And so I think what happened was that piece of hose was sealed. It was doing all right, but I think as soon as I took it down the street for a test drive, the pressure on the return side, I think it just popped it loose, so it's just spraying fuel out all over the place. I think that's why I ran out of fuel, And I didn't notice until I lost about 10 more gallons of fuel after I put fuel in it yesterday. I threw a couple cans of gas in it and then started it, and I was looking, but by the time I could find it, I think it pumped out about 10 gallons of fuel, close to anyways. So now that I know where the leak is, I'm going to replace that piece of fuel line, and then back off of the fuel tank there's another small, maybe 8 or 10 inch section of flexible fuel line. You can see it probably right in there-ish. But that flexible fuel line goes from the hard line on the car to the hard line on the gas tank. So I will go ahead and replace that as well preemptively. That way I don't have any fuel leaks. I'm not too worried about the fuel line going from the tank feeding into my filters and pump setup that I put in line, because that shouldn't have any pressure, because it should be pretty much just a suction as the pump's pulling it out of the tank. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, get this fuel line fixed, get the fuel leak fixed, because then I can actually take it and test drive it and see what it's like with the fuel injection on it. It seemed to be running better already, but you know, it is what it is, right? I did get the shift linkage adjusted on the transmission on the shifter so that I can actually get it all the way down to low on the shifter. So I have all my gears, everything's right now on the shifter, so that should be good. Man, this is a wet, heavy snow. Great for snowballs, man. So, except I'm left-handed, so I can't throw like, well, I throw like my sister left-handed. But anyways, so yeah, snowballs. Yep, perfect heavyweight snow for snowballs. And it's not too cold today. Be a good day for a snowball fight or a snowman or something, who knows. But anyways, so yep, gonna jump on that, fix the fuel leak, because I noticed that where I put the O2 sensor in with the little clamps to clamp it on the exhaust for the FiTech is leaking. It doesn't want to, it's not the right radius on the exhaust, so I'm going to need to weld in the bung, which I need to do down at my hangar. So I need to get it running so I can take it down to the hangar so I can weld the O2 bung on. I think I'm going to try and delete the catalytic converter, because it's got the original stock catalytic converter on it, which I'm guessing is all plugged up. It's all, you know, whatever. So I want to get rid of that, try and put in a piece of straight pipe to gap that area in the exhaust. And then I want to try and get some new tires put on so that I know it's good for race week to go driving all over the country. And then I have a shift kit that I got at the parts store. They were closing it out or something, because hardly anybody runs a turbo 350 transmission anymore. So I got that for like $11, $12 for the B&M shift kit, shift improver kit. So I'll probably put that in the transmission and change the transmission fluid on it at the same time, because then I'll have a shift improver kit. Fuel system is be fuel injected. I'll open up the exhaust a little bit. I have a mini spool coming tomorrow from Summit. I have it overnighted, so it should be here tomorrow to put in the rear end, so that it's not just a one-wheel peel anymore. And I think that'll allow me to lock on the brakes harder and hold more power, so I can get up higher on the converter to get a better launch. So the other thing I have to check on is I have not seen a kickdown cable anywhere coming up into the engine bay. So something's up with the transmission. I should have a kickdown cable. Maybe it's broken or something. I need to get under there and look to see if I can find a kickdown cable. So lots of stuff to do. It's going to be a little wet today because of all the water and the mud and everything, but that's just going to be pretty much for the fuel, because I need to get the fuel issue fixed. And once that's fixed, then I can drive it. I can take it down to the hangar. I can do it out on the pavement or whatever, and it shouldn't be so bad. So yeah, gonna get started. This is that would be where I lost all my fuel, on the return side for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the line. So, that's the return line. I looked down there and I seen the dang crack, and yeah, sure enough, it's split wide open. Yep, fuel pressure going to a fuel injection system. So that's the little piece that I need to replace down here, where it goes from a hard line at the end of the front subframe, goes to the hard line on the actual unibody section of the car. This one I'm not too worried about. It is just a vent line, so there shouldn't be any pressure in that one at all. So I'm not going to worry about that one right now. But I'm going to cut me a piece of hose for here, fuel injection hose with the 2 clamps. What the hell? It died on me. I was coming down the hill to the stop sign and the car died. Tried to restart it, but it won't start. So I think the battery's like 4 years old, so I think I just need to get a new battery. So my sister should be on the way to help me jump start it, and then I will start it and I will take it back to the house, and I will jump in my van and I will go get a battery, because I am tired of this thing dying on me like that. And I don't know. It should be good, but yeah, it's a 4-year-old battery. Been doing a lot of sitting in those 4 years, so I'll just go buy another battery, I guess, and then call it good. Try and take it for a test drive again. I only get about a mile from the house and then it dies. 1 to 2 miles from the house and it dies. I guess that's better than being like, 1,000 miles from the house and dying. So I don't know. I'll get it figured out. So much. I don't know. I mean, might not make it to race week, but I'm sure trying. Got the battery out. Got it thrown in the back of my van. Going to buy a new battery. Hopefully I can eventually, by the end of the day, get more than a mile or 2 down the dang road without breaking down. So, wish me luck. Got the new battery in from Walmart. I got their good one this time, because the last one was just their basic of basicness. And so I got a new battery in. I got the hold down put in, because I'll need that for racing. I got it running again. She's warmed up, and so I'm gonna try this again, and hopefully things turn out better than they have been turning out. So we'll see, I guess. Here we go. And it died again. I don't know why it keeps dying. All right, let's give this a try. don't know why it dies like that. I don't know why it's dying. I have no idea. Let me... Alright, so what I haven't recorded, what you guys haven't seen, is the BS that I've been going through with this stinking car. I got the FiTech on it, had nothing but issues. I can't get it to set the IAC the way people say it's supposed to be set. Like, it doesn't, it'll run down the road and then it dies, and it's just crap. Absolute crap is what I have out of this whole thing. So, you know, I mean, it just, I'm sick of it. I'm done with this crap. It's coming out. I'm putting it LS. The pump works. I'm getting fuel. I think I burned up the starter having to start it so much, and this should work. Brand new FiTech, but you know, you hear the horror stories about FiTech. You know, I was a skeptic. I figured I'd just put it on here, you know. But you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this crap. I'm done with it all. 400's coming out with the turbo 350 that goes to the fuel holds Pontiac bolt pattern, because I can't just put a 400 in against it or whatever. I'm pulling it out, putting it in LS. That's it. Plain and simple.